Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Kaba Ilco number 7205 YA1 in a 26D finish. This is a mortise cylinder, is what this is. And knowing what this is best determined by dissecting the part number. First of all, 7205 means that this is an 1.25 inch mortise cylinder. Mortise cylinders are measured from the underside of the head to the back of the cam, 1.25 inch. That's 7205. If you need a longer or a shorter one, that 7205 part number is what will change. The YA means it's a Yale 8, or also known as a 999 keyway, even with a factory original look-alike head on the key blank. The 1 tells us that it is a standard cam. That's their 863G cam. It's a standard cam is what it's called. If you change the 1 to a different part number, like maybe a 2, you'd have an Adams Wright cam. And there's a good dozen or so different cams. We've supplied cylinders like this on Yale mortise auxiliary deadbolts. Yale 999s, because that's what the client had existing. Wanted to use Yale manufactured, forgive me, already owned Yale manufactured auxiliary mortise style deadbolts. Lost all the cylinders. Painters removed all of them, threw them all away. Mortise cases were kept. Needs all new cylinders. And we were able to do a very high quality job using Kaba Ilco cylinders. We did have to change the cam to the Yale style. It's a crooked, tipped over style cam. For that, it might be a number 9, I forget. But anyway, why a high quality job? Well, because of the quality of the material. Solid brass housing, solid brass cylinder plug, permits very fine machining tolerance when the material is made, and gives phenomenal results when it's pinned properly. It's a very smooth operation, very predictable, reliable, dependable, long-term operation out of a cylinder like this. Okay, the 26D, that means satin chrome. Peel away protective film there shows the satin chrome face of the cylinder. Anything after that refers to the keying that's done. The Kaba Ilco can manufacture lots of different mortise cylinders when it comes to not only finish, not only length, but keyway. A good 24 or so keyways, a lot of the common ones. And there are, of course, thousands of different keyways that exist. But when you're dealing with 20 of the most common, you're buying a solid brass piece of hardware that's very cost effective. I look to Kaba Ilco first because of those reasons. Okay. The confluence of finish, keyway, and cam capabilities, of course, with lengths, is a very, very attractive confluence of features that can be brought to bear. Now, where would you use a cylinder like this? My guess is that you have a very old mortise lock. That would be my guess. Old mortise locks manufactured in the 1930s and 40s. Will use a standard cam very often. Yale 999 is an incredibly old keyway, decades and decades old. 1.25 inch, very common length for old style mortise locks because you generally have escutcheon trim to go through as well. So 1.25 is pretty common. Why do I say that? A confluence of all of those things. If you were to remove that cam and put an Adams Wright cam onto that, I'd say, okay, not sure what you're using that with. Aluminum storefront, 1.25 inch length, Yale 999, probably not typical. But if you had a Yale 999 on a 15/16 with an Adams Wright cam, I might say, well, you probably have some old doors elsewhere, and now you have a new aluminum storefront, and you want to preserve the same existing keyway. Anyway, 1.25 inch is commonly used for those old mortise locks, but also for key switches. If you have an electrified solution on an opening and you need to momentarily or maintained change the state of the circuit of the switch that's on that opening, normally open or normally closed. An 1.25" mortise cylinder would be very common in order to be able to do that. Cylinder dogging on exit devices could easily take an 1.25" mortise cylinder. Trims on exit devices could take 1.25" mortise cylinders as well. Standard cam, absolutely, pretty common, etc., etc. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Kaba Ilco products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog as it pertains to brass cylinders, and look for brass cylinders in the title of the catalog. Also, their key blank catalog, a very encyclopedic reference when it comes to the Kaba Ilco key blanks. Aluminum storefront hardware is there as well, along with key machines. Kaba Ilco is synonymous with lots of key machines. Any questions on the Kaba Ilco 7205 YA1 in a 2060 satin chrome finish, or any other Kaba Ilco product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.